Do you do any photography at the moment and then you've suddenly been interested in videography? Then this video might be perfect for you, because today we're going to be reviewing one of my most favorite mirrorless camera, the Fujifilm XT4, and I'm going to be telling you 5 things why I feel this is the best mirrorless camera to have. My name is Vince and this is Eat Sleep Tech Repeat. So what happened is I've been doing photography for many years now, and then suddenly had the need to get into videography. Now, I didn't want to buy 2 separate cameras, and I do know that a lot of the modern SLRs have very good video capabilities. Unfortunately, the one I was using, which is the Fuji XT4, fantastic for photographers. I couldn't exactly say the same for videography. Sorry about that, Fuji, but that's the honest truth. The good news, on the other hand, is when I started to check reviews online about different cameras and stuff, I found that the XT4 is fantastic for both photography and videography. So I've started checking different reviews online, and there's lots of really good reviews out there, very technical, but I think that's part of the problem. You're probably here because you've watched other videos before and you think, I didn't really understand most of the specifications that they're talking about. I just need a camera that is very good. So you've come to the right place, and I'm going to explain to you 5 different reasons why I love the Fujifilm XT4. So how did I get to know about the Fujifilm XT4? Number 1, at the time that I made this video, Fuji has actually given us a 48-hour loan camera. I'll put the link in the description below so you can have a look and give it a try yourself, because I actually tested both the XT4 and the XT3. Now, just before we proceed any further, I thought I'd just ask you, if you're enjoying this kind of videos, please don't forget to give us that thumbs up. It helps us to get better visibility out in the big bad world of YouTube. And also, I would like to invite you to subscribe to this channel if you're interested in camera gear, tech, gadgets, and everything in between. So getting back into it, these are the 5 things that I love about the Fujifilm XT4. I've tested a handful of different cameras, and by far this is one of the best ones that I've seen, especially for how much it cost. I've used it in different situations, both in controlled environments, outdoor, studio work, run and gun shoots, and many other sorts of weird places, including low light situations. And as you guys may know, light is the most important thing about cameras. If you've got little to no light, the camera quality will be very grainy and your videos will look very poor. It doesn't matter what kind of cameras you have. Now, because of the built-in IBIS or in-body stabilization within the Fuji XT4, you actually get fantastic results even in handheld situations, which I do a lot of. So if you want a really good quality camera that produces excellent results, this is going to be good for you. Point number 2 I love about the XT4 is it's so easy to use. And talking about easy, you can easily switch from photo or still mode to video mode or movie mode in just a flick of a switch. In the previous models, this function or this little feature is not available. Why it wasn't available back then, I don't know. Because before, what you have to do is actually go into the menu, do a few clicks and change into video mode. It's not very straightforward, but right now, when I'm in the middle of a video shoot and I find something that's, you know, photogenic, I can just flick it off, click the still mode, and you've got a fantastic photo, and then switch back again right away. Pretty instantaneous, really, if you ask me. And one of the other reasons why I opted for the XT4 over the XT3 is it has a flip screen now. Now, this allows me to actually see myself when I take videos, or when you're doing weird camera angles. Let's say you're going low on the floor and you want to be able to see the screen. Yeah, you could do that with the previous one, but I think the flip screen is a fantastic addition and something that I don't think I would choose over the standard tilting screen similar to the XT3. Now, the Fujifilm website brags about the ability to autofocus in 0.02 seconds, apparently, which is the fastest in any APS-C mirrorless camera. But other than that feature, I also like the fact that you can shoot 240 frames per second. That is amazing for such a tiny mirrorless camera. So you'd be able to do some really good slow-mos and just really up your videography game. Now, this is very important for a lot of photographers and videographers out there, the last thing you'd want to happen is in the middle of your shoot, you're going to have to charge or recharge or buy new batteries. The good news is the XT4 has a fantastic battery life, especially compared to this XT3, this little brother, the XT3. I currently have it with the Fuji XT4 battery grip. Now that device allows you to have an extra 2 batteries, which gives you a total of 3 NP-W235 batteries, which Fuji says will allow you to take up to 1,700 shots in economy mode. Now that's already a lot, but I've actually used it in real life situations, and again, I do a lot more videography now than I do photography, which consumes a lot more battery, but the fantastic news is it lasted pretty much all day. Now I can't tell you exactly how many minutes I've been able to shoot with that, but all I can tell you is I've shot in 4K, 60 frames per second, and it lasted on and off for about 8 to 9 hours. And I think that's very good. Now the last thing, and certainly not the least feature I love about the XT4 is in-body stabilization, or IBIS. Again, I've tested both the XT3 and the XT4, and now the XT3 is a very, very good camera for both videography and photography. The only thing that it doesn't have is, again, in-body stabilization. Now, if you're shooting on a tripod all the time, let's say you're doing talking heads and you're not doing run and gun shoots, or just in general, you just use a tripod or a monopod, don't bother with the XT4, stick with the XT3, save your money. I put some links in the description for that as well if you're interested in the XT3 as a price comparison. But again, the XT4 is perfect for someone like me because I do a lot of run and gun shoots. I also do a lot of handheld shots, B-rolls and all that stuff. So unless you're going to be on a stabilizer, which can be an extra cost on top of that already, then maybe this would be a good solution for you. It's far from perfect, but I feel it's one of the best in-body stabilizations available on all mirrorless cameras in the market right now. So if you want to do a price comparison for the XT4 versus the XT3 or against other cameras, I've actually put some links in the description below about the XT4 and some of the accessories and the lenses that I feel would be really good to work with your brand new XT4. So please check out the links in the description below. I'd really much appreciate it. You've stayed so far in the video, so hopefully that means you've enjoyed this little non-technical review of the Fujifilm XT4. So don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And if you want us to make more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel. And actually, last thing, I think it'd be a very good idea to ask you, the audience, about what you want to discuss next. I think some of the interesting topics to discuss are what could be my favorite lens to use with the XT4, or maybe the battery grip. Do you feel it's worth it? Is it something I should review? Please let me know in the comment section below. Let's discuss and chat, and I will see you in the next video.